Was the winner last year. He's back again, but today he'll be ridden by Aidan Coleman, deputising for the injured Wayne Hutchinson. Tidal Bay got no further than the Canal Turn in the National. He's back. He's 16-1. He's a huge price. Stable companion Sam Winner is in here as well. Mendip Express, trained by Harry Fry, former Nichols assistant. Rigadan de Beauchesne, a specialist in long distance chases. Robbie Dunn gets on really well with him. Battle Group, will he start today? Didn't last week. Godsmejudge, Alan King just sounded cautiously hopeful of a good run from him. One of three in the race for Lucinda Russell, Green Flag, as she bids to equal Len Lungo's record for most wins in a season by a Scottish trainer. From Northern Ireland, yes, Tom, who's a specialist at this track, for Stuart Crawford. A Lackamon, one of two in the race for Sue Smith. A Lie For It and Nuts and Bolts, the other Russell runners. Peter Bowen's got three in the race, Alco and Pure Faith, and also Ballybow Gorter. Alco Defarge is now clear favourite. The horse we've just been speaking about with Philip Hobbs. He's just wondering whether 4 miles on softish ground is going to be ideal. Dan Skelton, making such an impression in his first season, bids to win another big pot with Bailia on ride. So there we are, the 29 runners for the Coral Scottish Grand National, and the jockeys.
And they won't be saving it for just one.
And they're coming forward then for the 2014 Coral Scottish Grand National. There's a wave of the flag from the starter. And Battle Group has stood still. And it does appear that he's being given another chance again. Battle Group, who refused to budge at Aintree a week ago. And we were led to believe that the starters wouldn't give him a second chance this time, but they have. Even though Brendan...
They'll go this time. But if you've backed Battle Group, well, he's testing everyone's patience. And if he wasn't on the track, fair enough. But for staying chasers, revved up before a big race, it's hardly fair, is it, Mick?
No, it's not fair, because, you know, this, for some of these horses, is the big chance they'll ever have to win a prize.
They all want a good position. They've turned away, so there's going to be a slight delay. I think there's going to be plenty of competition for the lead here, Mick. Lackamon, Soul Witness, Live For It, Feel the Power, Rigadan Devotion, Sam Winner. Quick word from Tom on the market.
Well, GC, you said plenty of competition for the lead, plenty of competition for favouritism. We've got a 9-1 each of three situation here. They are Roalco Defarge, Green Flag, and now Mendip Express. 9-1 each of three. Over to Simon. They're off.
No, he hasn't gone. Battle Group hasn't run. He's refused again. Bollier Henri is one of the first to begin. Sir de Bien on the near side. Lackamon as they jump the first of 27 fences. Trustan Times took a bit of a chance at fence number 1 as they continue on to another plain fence. And Sir de Bien and Bollier Henri, Lackamon, Pure Faith up with the pace as well. They're all safely over the second. The next is going to be an open ditch. Prominent is Rigadan de Beauchesne in the maroon and green jacket. Lie For It is out wide. Wider still in the red colours and the stars is Adrenaline Flight at this open ditch. Sir de Bien was the first to rise. Yes, Tom made a slight mistake in the midfield. Tidal Bay is just about last at the moment, but these are very early skirmishes in what is going to be an attritional test with the wind against up the home straight. Sir de Bien rather fumbles over the next. Lackamon is right alongside with Bollier Henri in third. Rigadan de Beauchesne close up in fourth. Then Lie For It as they jump the next plain fence on the far side of the course. And again, they all seem to be standing and now making the run downhill towards the home turn. Pure Faith in about fourth. Rigadan de Beauchesne in fifth place. And then Lie For It is handy. Godsmejudge, last year's winner, is right there on the inside, lying about 7th or 8th at the moment. Red sleeves, Green Flag right round the inside of Roberto Goldback and Adrenaline Flight. And then behind these is Sam Winner as they jump the first in the home straight. McMurrough is out wide, jumping up well there. Feel the Power in a black and yellow jacket towards the inside of Sam Winner, or just behind Sam Winner in the red cap there. And then further back is Alpha Victor. In the centre, Mr. Marker in orange as they jump the next. And it was still Bollier Henri that just about led there. Trustan Times out the back door still. Also towards the rear, Tidal Bay and Summary Justice and Nuts and Bolts as well as they clear an open ditch. And they've got to come up this home straight 3 times into the wind. Battle Group did eventually set off to a degree, but is now being pulled out of the race. And going on towards the next, Bollier Henri and Lackamon in the air together from Rigadan de Beauchesne in third place. Adrenaline Flight was back in fourth on the outside. Then behind them, Godsmejudge from from then Pure Faith. After these, McMurran, Serderby in the inside of Roberto Goldback, Green Flag and Life for It. Deep in the midfield, Mary King, followed by Midnight Appeal and Feel the Power. Alco is out wide then of Yes Tom and Mr. Marker as they swing left-handed towards the back straight. Feel the Power right round the inside, followed through round the inner by Alpha Victor. Further back, Mendip Express is quietly ridden. Also quietly ridden is Edmund Keane and Alco towards the outside as they prepare to enter the back straight at the end of a circuit. And then towards the rear, Nuts and Bolts is second last of all at the moment. Ballybow Gorta, Trustan Times towards the back as well with Roalco Defarge, who's probably only got 4 or 5 behind him. And Mr. Marker remains one in the midfield. Jumping the first down the back, Lacamon from Bollier Henry and Rigadan de Beauchesne close up in third. On the outside, McMurray is very handy. And then Adrenaline Flight from Godsmejudge. Pure Faith remains in touch, clearing the next plain one. Alco very wide of Life for It. And then Roberto Goldback. In the centre is Sam Winner. Spot that red cap worn by Nick Schofield. Sir De Bean is being scrubbed along towards the inner, followed by Alpha Victor and Feel the Power and Mr. Marker as they jump at another open ditch. Midnight Appeal and then Mary King. And then towards the outside is Summary Justice, one of the greys, Yes Tom, in the bright green jacket from Edmund Keane as Sir De Bean loses more ground. Roelka Defarge picking up a little bit as they jump another plain one. Tidal Bay has passed about 7 or 8 now, having been last early on. Mr. Marker is one that's lost a bit of ground, as has Alpha Victor as they jump the next plain one. Mendip Express didn't jump that too well in the rear. Also out the back, Trustan Times, as they now swing the left-hander once again. Still well over a circuit to go. The jumping has been pretty good so far, very sound indeed. Most of them are still in the race. Don't think I've seen a faller so far. Ballybow Gorta is slightly detached. Nuts and Bolts also appears to be struggling somewhat as they swing towards the next plain fence. And Lacamon and Bollier Henry together. Rigadan de Beauchesne touching down in third. A very bad mistake from Edmund Keane there, a jolting mistake, and falls back through the field. Close up still Godsmejudge, last year's winner. Pure Faith Yellow Jacket on the inside, about 5th. And they're followed by Sam Winner and Green Flag and Life for It and McMurray. And then on the outside in the noseband is Alco from Mary King. They're chased by Alpha Victor, coming under a little bit of pressure as they jump another open ditch. Bollier Henry, a blunder there from Rigadan de Beauchesne. Oh, he hit that very hard indeed, Rigadan de Beauchesne, as they head towards what will be the last after one more wearying circuit. Bollier Henry and Lacamon, they're in the air together. 3 lengths to Pure Faith and Godsmejudge. Then McMurray down back in the field is Midnight Appeal. Feel the Power slightly hampered but out of touch, along with Ballybow Gorta as they pass the judge. Lacamon leads Bollier Henry. Godsmejudge in third, McMurray is fourth. Pure Faith coming under pressure from Life for It. Then Alco. They're followed then by, on the inside, Green Flag, who's cut every corner. Followed by Mary King. Then Adrenaline Flight. Sam Winner back towards the inside. Summary Justice. Then Yes Tom. Mendip Express trying to improve from Trustan Times. Then Tidal Bay. They're followed by Roalco Defarge, who is now making some ground. Roalco Defarge in a red jacket, the grey horse. Further back in the field, Trustan Times. Roberto Goldback has lost ground. And then behind these is Alpha Victor toiling. Mr. Marker's out of touch. Nuts and Bolts also towards the rear as well. And Edmund Keane seems likely to be pulled up. Jumping the next, Lacamon over in front from Bollier Henry in second place. They've been 1 and 2 all the way so far. Last year's winner, Godsmejudge, is disputing third, with McMurray in the red and white jacket and Alco on the outside, noseband and the black cap clearing another. Roalco Defarge continues to make ground on the left of your picture. Red jacket looking ever more dangerous. Green Flag right there on the rail in the blue cap, just being woken up a little, chased by Sam Winner as they jump the next. Over this one, Lacamon, Bollier Henry, with right there McMurray on the outside, wider Alco. The grey Yes Tom in the bright green jacket is in amongst them with Godsmejudge. Then Roalco Defarge and Green Flag from Mary King, and Trustan Times is another one beginning to pick up as Bollier Henry now weakens, and Lacamon is left in front as they continue on towards the next fence. This is 5 out, the last in the back straight, and Lacamon rises. Yes, Tom maybe just out jumping him though with Alco, and these two go on together now. It's Yes Tom and Alco. Godsmejudge into third, green flag. Lacamon struggling a bit. Trustan Times, then Merry King and Rualco Defarge. McMurray getting tired. Old Tidal Bay is coming into it. He's back in 2, 4, 6, 8, 9th place now. Sam Twiston Davis is improving on the old horse. The top weight. Here's 4 out. Alco lifts off ahead of green flag now, challenging his second. Trustan Times into third, then Godsmejudge, followed then back in the field by Merry King, and Yes Tom and Lacamon and Tidal Bay. They race down towards the third last. Green flag on the outside of Alco. Alco jumped it quickly. Trustan Times on the far side in third, then Godsmejudge, and they're getting away from Merry King. This is the second last. Alco picks up just ahead of green flag. Once again, Godsmejudge and Trustan Times. The rest are getting very tired indeed. No further headway from Tidal Bay, and now the final fence coming up, and it's Alco that leads the way. Alco by 3 lengths here, and jumps it well again as he has done all the way. Green flag very tired. Godsmejudge and Trustan Times try to close down the leader. Alco's out in front by 3 lengths. Alco and Jamie Moore racing for the line, and Alco wins the Scottish Grand National. In second, Godsmejudge from Trustan Times. In third, back in fourth, Merry King. Then a gap to Summary Justice. After Summary Justice, Tidal Bay, green flag. He got so weary. Lacamon behind those. Then Yes Tom. Sam Winner well beaten. So too Rualco Defarge and Adrenaline Flight. And not many more have completed the course. Jamie Moore, who enjoyed the biggest success of his career when Sire de Grugy won the Queen Mother Champion Chase at the Cheltenham Festival. He's landed another big one here.